Welcome to Andertons TV. We're in Keyboard Corner with a new Nord and a lovely red gentleman called Rob. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing fine, Jack. Good to see you.
Yeah, good, mate. Well, Rob's an old mate of mine, and he's been very kind. Thanks for coming in. And I've lured him in because I'm a big Nord lover. I've got a Nord Stage 2 that I've had since it came out, and it's very selfish. You're not really invited to this, but Rob's here, and I'm like, okay, a few of my friends have already pulled the trigger on the Nord Stage 3, and I haven't really had time to look into it. So we're going to look at the new bits that are in the Nord Stage 3, and hopefully I'll learn about it, and you'll learn about it too. So, right, Rob, first things first, let's just talk big marquee changes here in the Nord Stage 3, and take your time, and maybe I might get overexcited when you say some things and jump in. I'm sure I will.
Okay, well, big thing. Well, first of all, doubled the memory, so you've got 2 gig for your pianos now.
Right.
480 meg for all your samples. Other great.
How many gig in it for the piano?
2 gig now.
2 gig.
So it's twice as much as in the 2EX. So you can load more of your big pianos in there. So you've got a bigger selection.
Because at the moment I just roll with one big one in my stage and one big one in my trousers. No, one big one. Sorry. I have a roll with one and one upright because I think I talked about before. I love that fidelity, but I couldn't have. So now I can have 2 big ones.
2 big ones, yeah.
I can strap another big one.
That will really impress the girls.
It will. So that's really good. We'll have a look at those. Because I had a little quick flick through, and you've got some models I haven't tried there, so we'll try and play that in at the end. So we've got new memory specs.
Yeah, big memories. Another new feature, big thing. They've put the A1 synth. They've shoehorned the A1 synth into here.
Shoehorned it beautifully.
Yes.
I might as well, because that screen is popping off.
Yeah. The external section is still there, but they just made him a little bit smaller to get all your extra knobs in. But he's still there, nice and sexy.
And slightly different livery as well. We got.
Yeah. They like changing these colours around your volume control, so it's easily identifiable.
It is nice. It looks really
sexy.
clear.
Looks sexy. Yes. Also, you might notice you've got 4 LEDs now on your on-offs.
I didn't notice that. That's blown my mind.
That's because you've now got 3 split points instead of 2. So now you can split the keyboard into 4 zones if you want.
Very useful.
And then they've introduced this other new great feature with the
He sold it already. I don't want to buy this, you know? Like, personally. I'm a bit skint, all right? I don't want to get a new one.
So with the split points, you can actually change the widths of them now, off, small or large. Basically, it means you can create crossfades between your sounds.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Yeah. So we got the splits.
Other great new features. They've got a dedicated socket on the back now, so you can use a pedal to change your programs with your feet.
Right, you've plumbed that in down there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new world. And you're like, no, I don't want that. I want this.
And this would be a good way to demonstrate another feature. Now you've got seamless transition. So you can hold a chord down, change program, and the sound doesn't cut out.
What on earth?
So change program, didn't cut out. There you go, seamless transition between programs.
And I used to have to do that in the panel.
Slots. Yeah.
But that's so handy. And I see you've got these list features. Yeah. What's that alluding to?
Okay, well, it's because they've got the new big screen, this OLED display in here. They're trying to utilise it a bit more. So you can see all your stuff in the normal way. But if you want to view anything in list view, like if you're going through your pianos, if you're going through your synths, if you're going through your programs, all got list underneath. And as people know on Nords, if you hold the shift button down when you press something, it does what it says underneath. So immediately it drops you into list view. It's really cool. And then you can see what your different types of piano are, how many you've got of them and what number you're on of them. You can just scroll through them.
So fabulous.
And then press the exit button.
I've got an order 5D I've got the 5D, and it's got a similar screen to that. But just to, if you haven't seen the Stage 2, and you know, this is the Stage 2 EX was the last one. This being the new boy, this is such a revelation having a screen. Let alone, we haven't even got here yet.
That's right.
Because I'm taking it for granted. I've been on the 5D working with it. But I wish this was on my stage, and now it's in there. That's so good. And in this list view, does that how does that pedal work in the list view?
It'll work in the list view when you're looking, because what you're doing there, you're going through the individual piano songs,
Oh,
so
right,
it won't
okay,
work on that. But if you do it with your programs,
okay, yeah, let's get out of there.
just press exit. That's
Yeah.
it. You know you're in program mode. It says you're in program, and there it goes. You can go up or down.
What on earth? Damn it! Okay, carry on.
Yep, and so like on your Electro 5, you're used to it as well. You've got song mode now.
Yeah.
You know, where you can make your own songs up, which again, you can view in a list if you want. So you can go through your songs.
And that'll do the different...
Yeah. And then when you choose your songs...
Yeah.
So here's your songs here.
Yeah.
So if you press the pedal, it goes through the elements of your songs. You've got 5 elements per song.
If you're watching it, you're thinking, this is really exciting. If you've got a Stage 2, or you've got any other keyboard, this is really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, this would be great for pit band guys as well.
Yeah.
You know, they just follow the dots, press the pedal when it
have
says.
a drink, snacks.
There you go.
Changing patch at the same time. That's really... Oh, Blue Swede. It's almost like Danish Pete. No. That's killing. That's great. I tell you what, whilst we were there, and we might as well show these things off, I just want to have a look at these splits, actually. I know it sounds silly. It's sorry to be boring.
No, let's do it.
All right, so we got 2 sections on there. I can see piano and the synth. I'm familiar with that. So that's all over there.
If you notice, look at the colour of the split LED. It's not green anymore.
No.
It's red.
Yeah.
You see, this is how you can tell the size of your split point.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
Go down there.
Okay, first of all,
you show. Oh, come on.
I'll move him further up here so people can see what's going on a bit more.
Yeah.
So let's choose him, let's move him up there. So there's a split point, okay?
Yeah.
People are familiar with split points. So what you've got, you hold your split button down.
Yeah.
And this is where you can choose your split point and move its position. Bob, bob, bob.
Right,
okay.
wicked.
But on page 2, this is where you can set your keyboard split width.
Right.
So you'll see that when it's large, it's red. When it's small, it's orange. And when it's off, oops, twiddle the right knob, it's green. So when it's green, it works in a traditional way.
It'll just be a hard split.
A hard split like what everyone is used to. But
right,
when it's small, now both those sounds are spread half an octave either side of the split point. So you can start here. And the other one's coming in, haven't reached the split point yet, go beyond it, and the other one goes out. And then, as you probably guessed,
so posh.
If you go large, it goes red, and now it's an octave either side.
That's wicked. Yeah.
So it's easy to, if I turn this one off, so there's my split point. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, and just to put across the amount of times that if you've never tried splitting a keyboard or playing a gig, you know, you've got this kind of like invisible wall that if you went and if you messed up, people heard. Big time.
Yeah.
You know, you know, if you've got a horn patch and then a nice subtle piano.
Yeah.
You know, oh God.
Yeah.
But at least you'd hear like you'd hear yourself edging towards it, and that's the main thing. And you could be really creative as well because you've got hybrid sounds in there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, you can do it so you can have 2 synths identical, but one with slightly more subtle, you know, more of the filter open up like that. And you can, the higher up the keyboard you get, the brighter it will get, because what you're really doing is going from one cross-fading into the other one.
It's very neat, very posh.
Let's see here. Now I've just got this one sound on. You don't hear anything, but see, I haven't reached a split point. You can hear.
You're creeping up on that
already.
tuba. Never creep up on a tuba player.
So that's the idea of the split points. So you can have 3 split points per program now, and they can all be different widths. It's not like all
and we've
of them
got
are the
those
same.
seamless patch changes are fantastic. How do the? I'm really interested now. Super. Like, how do these the reverbs? Do I have multiple reverbs?
You do now. Yeah.
I heard. Well, that was the word on the street.
Yeah. You weren't wrong there. Your sources were correct.
So before I just had one reverb. So sometimes I'd add a piano, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, can you put more reverb?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'd always kind of, because I'd maybe had a split where there was supposed to be a drier piano, and I had to compromise.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it's very easy. It just means basically you've got separate reverb and compressor per panel now.
Yeah, and just to put this across, if you're not familiar with Nord State, you've got an organ section, a piano section, synth, and all these effects. And you're like, oh, wicked, that's great, that's super powerful. But then you've got 2 of those.
Per program.
So imagine, as simple as that. And they can either be, you can flick between the 2 of them, or you can stack them. So now they're both together, both panels. But so that would be really good for me to have those 2 different reverb settings and the compressor as well. Because so many guys, a lot of the sounds you hear on like poppy gigs might be like will be like a compressed out piano. Yeah, that London Grammar-y thing. But I could be in panel B.
Totally different.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you? That's killing.
It's cool.
So yeah, got the reverb in there, splits in there. So I'm looking around. George,
why are you talking about different things per panel now as well? The other thing they've done now in the organ section is you've got 2 separate organs per panel as well. So before you only had one organ which you could do across both, but now you've got totally separate organs. So you can have a Farfisa in panel A and a B3 panel B, or whatever you want.
And it's so handy. Like these panels, like I've got away with some murder by maxing out flicking in between those, flicking that bean in the middle. But with the feet and that together, God, you can, like you said, the pit dudes. Maybe we can get them off their Kurzweils and.
Yeah. Well, next demo you should do is have in the DJ.
Yeah, I'd have to learn how to read music and be able to play. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, that's really killing. Right. And anything new in the organ section? Let's go left to right.
Yeah, it's got the 122 tone wheel organ in it now from the C2D.
So there's a new amp model in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the one from the C2D.
That's a massive upgrade. Because that's why I bought the. I wasn't awake when I did it. No, I bought the Electro 5 because the organ was such a jump up.
Yeah.
In the Stage 2 you had, and the Stage 2X you kept it up to date with all the pianos, but the organ kind of fell behind a bit there. Yeah. So this has got all the flagship. Oh, that's exciting.
And what they've done, which is cool as well, if you bought the compact version of this, which has the waterfall keybed, you might be more of an organ player, so they've put manual drawbars on the compact version.
Killing. And I'm loving how the drawbars in each patch are represented on the screen. It's so good to see when you're flicking between presets and know where you are. That's killing. Have we got this going? Oh yeah. Let's turn that off. Turn this off. Oh, my split, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you, mate. Oh, how do I get this bad boy?
Because you've got both panels on.
Oh, both panels on. Can I just can you come in an app? Right, so I'm just gonna have a little fiddle. So that's on, organ. Okay, we're just going to have a little look at the new organ section. Well, it's new because there are some new bits in there. What have we got? We've got a new speaker model in there, right?
That's right, yeah, you've got the 122, which they had in C2D. So, and you've got your Electro 5, so that's in there now.
That's why I bought the Electro 5, because I didn't have that in the Stage, and it was lagging behind, so it's good they've updated that. We've got an organ patch here. Let's have a listen to the drive on it. It's going to take a bit off what I normally like on there. That's normally where I'd start. Nice, cool. We've got that, and there's 2 little pipes on there. Are there new?
Yeah, that's another thing they put in. You've got 2 new pipe organs as well.
Let's get our hands around those.
If you want to go to Notre Dame or...
And we can see, pipe. Right, we probably need some stonking reverb for this. Oh yeah. Let's get that on. I'll turn the drive. Sorry, I've got that. There we go. Oh, rocking. And then this is the second pipe. I've got to do it with 2 hands. Do you know what I mean? I see the posh dudes do it with 1 hand. Can't do it. That's the only thing I know about an organ. When I learned it when I was about 11. Yeah, never learned anything else. But that's cool. We've got 2 new pipes in there.
Yeah, also with the compact version of this.
Yeah.
Because it comes with a waterfall keyboard, they're figuring the guys who want all this and going for the compact version, they've got manual drawbars on the compact version.
God, that's tempting. Yeah, you could really do with 2. You could have this, and then because guys who like to grab onto the drawbars. Yeah, you do it 2 instead of eating. Just get 2. That'd be good. So we got that in there. Let's have a look at the piano. Can I see it? Layer D tuned. Piano.
Yeah, those have been there before. What you've got now, this is quite useful. These sort of like preset EQ boost. You know, like when you're playing and you're just not cutting through the mix a little bit. Yeah. So you've got
without burning up an EQ slot.
Yeah. So it means the idea is on the fly you can just toggle, put in. They're quite subtle, but have a go. That just.
So this is the soft one. And this is the mid one. And the bright.
So the idea is if you're playing, you just need to cut through the mix a little bit on the fly.
I've been burning up this EQ slot for like 10 years to do that. Because all the time people are, like guitar players take off a bit of bottom, put on a bit of top. It's a bit like a bright switch on an amp as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You're like,
maybe you've got a solo coming up and you just need to lift yourself up a little bit.
That's it. Yeah. Instead of, oh my God, I like it, oh my God. Okay, cool, all right. And we've got the pedal noise in there.
Pedal noise, yeah.
That's with the triple pedal we got down here.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it? And also triple black Andertons Ultra Boost 3 Continental Edition for any sneaky fans out there. Mine are rather grimy.
Yeah, the triple pedal is an optional extra. It doesn't come with this, unfortunately.
No, but
it does work with the piano samples if you get it, if you want that type
and if you know how to do real piano, these work as well really well. But I've just been playing on something where that really adds that next level of realism. The singer had recorded it with a real piano, and he's kind of missing that. And luckily, I had one of these and plugged it in, and he was so happy. Right, okay, we got that piano. Looking in the middle, we've gone through the list things that are in there. So I'm just going left to right because I'm familiar with the stage 2, so I'm trying to see what's different. Now, okay, should we go to synth?
Why not? If you want to delve in, delve in.
Let's delve. Delve Lundgren. Right. Right, let's in the synth. So, from the A1, is it? But you tell me about it because it's got this another whacking great screen. Almost like a little. Have you seen the OP1? Yeah. So, it's like very vivid OLED type as display, very clear, wicked. What's going on there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, since the Electro 5 and the Piano 3 came out, everyone knew that they were going to put this guy in on the stage 3. Yeah, that's what we're going to do because people are sussing out how Nord work now. And then they threw you a curveball by popping that guy in as well.
Those crazy freaking Swedes.
Yeah, so you actually get 2 OLED displays. These OLED displays are really cool because there's no backlight, so you've got no worries about bulbs going. It means there's no contrast as well, which means wherever you're looking, you can see what's on the screen.
Yeah.
And the reason they popped this guy in.
Yeah, come over. Yeah, so you can get in there.
Yeah, so the reason they popped this guy in is because they've shoehorned the A1 synth in here. And the A1 synth is sort of based on configurations, the idea being that they've streamlined the way you create your sounds by giving you the meat and potatoes of a basic sound to begin with. There's a configuration, so you choose that and that's your building block all ready to go to create the rest of your synths from. And so the idea with having the big displays, it shows you your configurations, so you can actually go through and choose different configurations. So like this is dual oscillator configuration, and then these are your soft knobs for changing your pitch or your waveform, whatever is assigned to the two oscillators. And then you've got your main control here, just like on the A1, for controlling the main feature of that configuration. In this case, it's the mix.
Yeah.
So the idea is you're doing a whole lot of stuff within this oscillator section here that would normally take up a lot of knobs and dials to do. And that's why they can get this all to fit.
Yeah, my mind's just kind of been a bit blown. I didn't really I haven't sat down with the A1 before, and that's it.
The A1's a brilliant synth, without which you can go off piste a little bit.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
It's a streamlined version of the Lead 4, and it's designed for people who might not be too familiar how synths work and they just want to get sounds really quickly, because again, boff, there's your building block straight away. But it's also great for guys who have to find sounds or create sounds really quickly on the fly.
Yeah, who know what they want.
They know what they want, and instead of having to flap around to try and do oscillator 1, now I've got to do oscillator 2, blah, 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 they go configuration, buff,
right, so
you're good to go.
Okay, this is, right, I'm going to have a little, I haven't sat down this, so basic. So basic, it's just got a sample up there, so it's going to have what's in there. And can we touch on it? A new sample library.
Yes.
To go with this, and this is out there. So these are new samples in there.
Well, they are. A lot of them are from the original version 2 library. It's the format that they're in. They're sort of future-proofing themselves for future development and stuff.
Wicked, but this is so clear to see it. Before, you'd have a number, wouldn't you? And then it would come up on a small little screen. And what's nice is, I'm over here working. It's having that extra screen is so handy. Let's have a look what we got. Let's have a look. For the children.
Hey man.
Oh mate, I love it. I love it. Right, let's go. What's in there? Tubular bells. Hello.
Merry Christmas, Timmy.
Clock and I love it. Yeah, man. This is just in the sample section, and if you're not familiar, again, Nord are great. They do a bit of software where you can chop up your samples, throw them in here, which is just brilliant. If you're in a band and you want to nail like a specific intro, I always use the example of like Thriller at Halloween. Like putting the spoken bit in. I did that one year in my Nord, and everyone thought it was really cool down the Working Men's Club. They lost their Cool again, 1. Anyway, so this is basic. I like this. So because if I came in, I probably would have been fiddling with this and going, where am I going? But hold shift, bang, new building block. Oh, I did it wrong. This one, config. So list and config.
That's it.
Right. Mix sign. So mix saw. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got a sample there.
Yeah, and one will do the detune. So there's a semitone out, so you twiddle in, that will tune the second one.
That's great. And then this will do.
That will do your mix between the two.
The two. Nice and classic. Let's have a look at classic waveform, and then wave tables.
Yeah.
Oh, form wave. S-wave.
I've got some new great things in here. Super wave.
Yeah.
So these are your big fat sounds, which again,
is
so you've got that straight away. You haven't got to spend ages trying to get
on
that
my
sound.
stage 2. I've got. There's a dude on Facebook I bought a virus sample from. Yeah, he had a sample, and that's what I used to cheat when people are like, have you got that big super saw wave thing?
Yeah.
But now I can do it legit.
Yeah, if you just toggle around.
Yeah, super wave. Yeah, isn't there? So that's the classic one, yeah, and then super wave, yeah.
Yes. Let's just get these so you're just playing just one sound.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. We'll go through
loads of square waves. And then you can also then unison those up. Like yeah. and then you've got 2 panels, and that's how you get.
In fact, what we should do as well, I'll show you another neat little trick on these guys here, because obviously we're just changing the ingredients within this program that's already created, so that's why it's sounding a bit odd, because of course all the filters are affecting what we're listening to. Nord's got this great thing called sound initialization. It's written under here, and I did a speedy tutorial on this, so check it out on our website.
Oh yeah,
so,
what's it on the
Soundtech's website?
Wicked.
Yeah, 60-second speedy tutorials. So hold the shift button down, press the
That's
sound
what I
init
need.
button, and that flattens the whole front panel. So you've got a neutral sound, so all the controls are just back into their zero
That's what you
positions,
want,
and you're good to go straight away. So now it means when you're going through and listening to your different sounds,
it's unaffected, and then I can filter it.
Exactly.
And here and start building it up from there.
It's really useful if you're creating your sounds from scratch, or you throw a sample in, and of course the sample doesn't sound anything like it did when you listened to it. It's because all of these guys are affecting it.
I've done that loads. Yeah, I've just loaded the sampling, guys. Check this out, and you go.
Yeah, sound in it function. Shift and sound in it flattens everything.
Sound
good to
in
go.
it.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just having a little play around. So.
What's that hat?
Oh, sorry, watch my hat.
That's what you're pressing at the unison button.
Oh, I was just having a look at the arpeggiator.
Oh, sorry.
I was just fiddling around. Sorry, I'm just excited to be in front of one, to be honest.
Yeah, everything's been moved around a little bit because it's a new synth engine, so where you're used to pressing the buttons is not quite there anymore.
Yeah, but I love this idea. And you could get you're just learning those building blocks that you constantly go to, because creatures of habit. Eventually, I've had the Nord stage for a few years. I do the same things over and over.
Yeah.
And it seems like they've really listened and...
That's a good point as well, because the cool thing is if you're going through presets, you can now see the building block of that preset. So if there's sounds you like, you eventually get familiar with, oh, it's that combination of stuff. So when you go to create your own, you go, right, I need that combination, and then you're good to go with your sound straight away.
Love that. And we've got still the external section in there. That's the other thing. If you've got other bits of kit, laptops, external keyboards and modules, I use this all the time in splits for making sure that when I change patch, now I can do it with my feet, and it will change all my boards, patches.
Yeah. External section is a really great feature. It's overlooked because it doesn't do anything by itself. But you connect up to main stage, modules, anything you want, and you can control that from the keyboard.
With no weird menus, no like hacking. You've literally got 4 zones now, and you could set off the zone here, and very easily, I do it all the time, and just say, oh, I want that to be like MIDI channel 2, and it will listen for that, and I can integrate in my software synths. It's a real master keyboard.
Yeah, and you're not compromising any of your front panel controls to control something externally. All these still control your internal stuff, and that does your external stuff.
Internal.
But you treat it like it was part of the keyboard, even though it actually is coming from somewhere else.
Man, big time. So let's go to a plain one, and because I'm just going to move towards some effects, I think. Wicked. So we've got a Rhodes on there. Let's have a look at the effects. Got all these here. Auto wah, amount, master clock. That's really handy, by the way. The master clock to be able to sync your tremolo. I had to do that the other day, just to see why they really have thought of so many things. I haven't had to do it for years, and someone went, "Oh, can you get that tremolo in time?" I was like, And you think like guitar pedals, how expensive it is to get a device that does that. That's already in here.
Yeah.
And
tremolo, LFO, arpeggiator.
Yeah.
Anything that works with time, you can set it to the master clock, and up here you've got your tap tempo button.
So even if you're not running a backing track and you want to do Hungry Like the Wolf or something, you can be tapping tempo furiously.
Yeah. And your delays and your LFOs and your arpeggiator will all sync to that.
Wicked. And it's got the vibe effect that was from. Yeah, I've got my Electro 5. I like that, like a univibe. Delay.
Yeah, delay.
Hang on, we've got new stuff in here.
Yep.
Woo! Right, now we've got an analog mode. So I can see that there. I shift it, analog mode. No analog. Bit brighter. And a filter.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these are different filters on your repeats.
I love that. Band pass, sick. And the ping pong's really good for just getting a bit of width on there, and for light recreation, bit of ping pong. Master clock, amp is terrible. Okay, this is all new here. What's going on? We've got filters now, and will that work on anything?
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah. Again, it's written underneath, so if you hold the shift button down when you twiddle it, it does
But
that.
this is right. Okay.
So
Sorry, Rob. I'm being such a layman. You're watching the pure layman going at this now. So I've got the piano on there. So now I've got the amp sims working.
That's it.
Now, if I wanted a low pass filter.
Yeah, press that button to select it.
I've got that going.
That's it.
Low pass.
Yeah, and now anything that's written in red underneath will do those functions instead.
Right, let's put this on the piano. Sorry, mate, I'm just so excited. Because the amount of times that I've been asked to filter a piano,
yeah,
and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
How do I get this going?
There you go.
With resonance.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking, why on earth? But if I was doing like a dance piano thing and I wanted to just bring up the filter,
yeah,
I could. Yeah, that's so good. Dry and wet in there. Oh, so you can blend in the amps, like parallel distortion on there. Dry and wet. Or is that the...
Yeah, that will work. And anything that's written... See, when you select it here, it's red. So these buttons, the functions, will have that.
So literally a child could understand it, but I can't. There we go. That's it. That's what I'm doing. That's wicked. What other bits have we got on the back? Okay, I've been floundering around with this. Is there anything else that
let's consult the list.
Consult the list, yeah. Just ham-fistedly had a go at the filter. Thanks again for being patient there. And you just alluded to the fact. I think I was saying how much I used the morph function.
Yeah.
And I think about maybe I could set that to a pedal to do the frequency on the piano like I was trying to do when I was hammering that off. But there's a lot more morphable
That's
parameters.
right, yeah. Well, morphing is a really powerful feature on Nords anyway, to be able to change things like, say, with the wheel, pedal, aftertouch. And because you've got the A1 in here now, you've got a load more morphable functions than you did on the previous stages.
You can only really do I can only do the filter. And
anything that had the general rule, anything that had these LED encoders were the controls that you could morph.
But now you can do more than that.
Yeah. So just like on the A1, anything that's morphed, you get a green LED next to it as well, so you know it's been changed. So if I assigned, say, resonance to the wheel, I could, as soon as I twiddle him, on the screen it shows me my range that I'm setting, and then I've got a green LED next to it, so I know that
That's so good,
well.
yeah.
It's a bit random, but that's the idea.
I love it, but that could be. I can also then start building. You haven't seen it before, like on the wheel. You could put on, do trem and bring it in with the wheel. You can do so many things at once. It's like. It's always when I think, I can't do that, I turn to the morph section. When someone goes, can you bring the level of that down once you bring that up and then turn the trem, you're like...
Yeah, when people discover the morph section, their mind goes, and they go, I can do all of this,
you can do anything.
They go.
Yeah. But what's nice is no complicated mod matrices or anything like that, or having to draw it in software or find a screen. It's as simple as you go, what do I want to control it with? A pedal. All right, I'll do that. And then, but how many... bits of, so if it's got an LED next to it, I can morph it now.
Yeah. So there, for example,
LFO.
This oscillator control, which is your main function in that configuration.
You could go between oscillators.
So if we set that to there, for example, and what I'll do, I'll assign it to the pedal this time. Hold the pedal. Set it to maximum. So now you should be able to play, and it will just your pedal should see. What you're doing there.
And you can go pedal, and you can have them all three, and aftertouch. I have to do that everything. On string samples just to dig in at the end and get a bit more volume. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Really, really bloody good. And let's have a look at it. I did spot this, a program level.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Shit. And that's so. But in between programs, you could just knock the volume down and up a bit.
Yeah.
So nice, especially when you're trying to balance your patches. People help everyone on monitors. That's the thing, keyboard players, always guilty, turn up one's really loud, one's down, and that'd be really handy.
Or sometimes you've got everything sounding just right, but just because of the environment you're playing in or the mix or whatever, you're either at the wrong volume, and that allows you just to change everything. So instead of like having to keep flapping around with this, you just go in there, set that, and it does it for the whole keyboard.
Such a nice little touch. And I don't think, I'm first time I've sat in front of it, so I've spotted you've got a layer category over here. What's in that?
Yeah, it's because you're excited, you're jumping around.
I know, so I'm excited. Yeah, what's this layer over here then?
Yeah, this is another new feature in the piano section. It's because traditionally what you would do if you wanted to layer two pianos together, you'd have one on panel A, one on panel B, and have them both together.
And so you've spunked both your piano slots.
There you go. So what Nord have done now, they've introduced these layers, which are, as they say, they are layered pianos, but as one.
So that's yeah. Hit me. Keep twiddling that knob, mate.
Yeah, it's about 4 of them in here.
Come on, Pete.
Hey girl,
Nice.
don't blush.
That's a new single coming out for Pete and Orica. Hey girl, don't blush.
Yeah, out for Christmas.
Out of prison next year. Silver EP. That's wicked. Have they got some? Oh, so I'm out of there.
Yeah.
So you've got first one is Ballad EP.
Yeah. So you're just listening to one program just with the piano on.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yeah, wicked. Oh, so many Michael McDonald possibilities in there.
Oh, no.
It always comes back. Basically, it all comes back to him. Oh yeah. That's really handy. Jeez, Weasel Quiz. We've gone over everything, really, haven't we? Have we?
I think so. We're jumping around, but I think that's sort of
So,
cover most things.
Mate, you rocked that so much. Jumping around.
No, it's good. It's great.
And I've been knocking you off course. But
It's like kids at Christmas. Open that one. Open that one.
I probably should just learn just to leave and then come back, read it, and come back. Well, mate, thanks so much.
No worries.
I'll tell you what we'll do is I'll have a little fiddle on it and we'll video it and we'll get some audio in there and you can have a listen. And most importantly, they're in the store. We've got them in now, haven't we?
You may well have, yeah.
Well, they've been proven very popular. All my keyboard playing friends have
been out since July. It came out in July.
Yeah, so come in and have a play, especially if you're new to Nord. I think this screen it's more accessible. Before, it was just a sea of knobs and people like screens and you get in there and it sounds really good as well. And if anyone's interested, there's a slightly different livery on there.
Yeah, slightly sort of brush, sort of like a sort of matte finish on it.
Anyway, thanks so much. And still no demo mode, so I'm going to have to play you out in a minute. Ciao bella.
guys, thanks for watching the Andertons YouTube keyboard channel. If you play guitar or bass, or you're a drummer, or you're into music technology, you might find one of our other YouTube channels interesting, and I'll put links to those in the description below. So if you'd like more information on the products we featured in this video, please click up here. If you'd like to watch another video from the Andertons keyboard channel, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, please click down here. And if you'd like to subscribe to our keyboard channel, please click down here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.